So I can already gather what you're thinking. You've read the title, you've seen the thumbnail, and you're possibly thinking that this is just going to be one of those typical clickbaity videos that YouTubers like to put out once in a while. But that is genuinely not the case. And 100% true. Had I have known what I'm going to show you in this video, there was a huge chance I would not have crashed my DJI Mini 4 Pro. So by watching this video, you're going to basically learn exactly what to look out for, and most importantly, how this focus track wheel on the DJI Mini 4 Pro actually works, to hopefully avoid you making the same mistake I did. So let's get into it. So let's just talk about the backstory for those of you that might not be quite up to speed. On a previous video, I was out with the DJI Mini 4 Pro and I was testing its obstacle avoidance capabilities in an environment where no drone should really ever be flown. It was a deeply wooded area full of small twigs, branches, fully covered, and basically this drone honestly absolutely aced it. However, when it came to just finishing off that test and getting the drone to do a particular task, which involved the new focus track wheel, I seemed to encounter a bit of a problem. I then followed this up with a video where I explained how my DJI Mini 4 Pro crashed whilst doing this test. So what exactly was the problem then? Well, when DJI launched the Mini 4 Pro, they introduced as part of the latest DJI Fly app this new focus track wheel. Essentially, it gave us so much more control over how the drone tracks us and its movements within its tracking, so basically we can get some really cool dynamic shots, much better than ever before. We have got an inner circle and outer circle where we can select the height, the distance for both of those parameters, really allowing us much more control by using the options within the DJI Fly app. So Gavin, I hear you say, everything you've just said seems incredibly positive, so how did you end up crashing it? And most importantly, what didn't DJI tell us? So let me just explain exactly what happened. So as I was using this new active tracking wheel, basically I had the height set at 5 meters, okay, which is essentially how high the drone should track us from its takeoff point, or basically its altitude. Now, when I was trying to get the drone to track me basically from the front, I incorrectly assumed that as active tracking had worked on previous DJI models, once I'd put the drone in its position by manual flying, if I then selected it to track me from the front, it would just stick in that position and continue on its path. However, that wasn't quite the case, because when I tapped on the control wheel for the drone to follow me from the front, what it ended up doing is trying to rise to that 5 meters that I had set within the DJI Fly app. Not only that, but whilst it was rising to that 5 meters by tapping that follow from the front, for some bizarre reason it completely ignored all its obstacle avoidance sensors. Everything was showing red, it was showing there was obstacles, yet for some reason the drone continued to try to rise to that preset height. And I personally believe this is a huge bug that DJI do need to fix. But of course, I want to give you a full demonstration on how you can use the active tracking wheel successfully. More importantly, tell you exactly how it behaves depending on how you use it, because at no point in the DJI user manual does it tell you that the drone will particularly respond in this manner. So let's just put this into practice then. For example, if I want the drone to track me from behind, the drone will stay at the height and distance away from me which I have set through manual flying. As I walk forwards, the drone will pick me up, realise that I'm walking forwards and it needs to position itself behind me, then it will just follow me at the distance I have already set. And this is where it really caught me out, because if I tap on the focus track wheel for the drone to follow me from the front, for some bizarre reason, it doesn't stick at the altitude with which we was already at. What it does is it takes its instructions from what we set within that DJI Fly app menu. So of course, because it's set at 5 meters, the drone just shoots up to 5 meters, okay? Then you can continue walking and the drone will determine where it should be following you from based on the direction of your travel. So for example, if I was walking in one direction, it thinks that's my front. If I turn around and start walking backwards, it makes absolutely no difference because it still thinks I'm walking towards it. Here's the thing though, okay, and once again, this is something that isn't mentioned in the DJI manual. Say for example you have set that distance and altitude manually and you do not want it to just rise up or take its instructions from the DJI Flight app menu. Instead of tapping the front view, if you use your finger to draw that you want it to come to the front from the back while still in tracking mode, then it will stick at the altitude with which the drone is currently flying at. So this is where it gets really confusing, because if you tap on your screen using your finger, it will take the instructions from within the DJI Flight app menu. However, if you draw on the screen, it will continue its journey at its current altitude and distance. And this is what really caught me out, because when I was doing this, I just did not understand why the drone kept flying upwards every time I tapped it. Okay, of course though, if you do want the drone to fly higher whilst drawing on the screen, then you can of course draw from the inner circle to the outer circle, which then it will read the distances you want that you've set in the DJI Flight app for the outer circle. But ultimately, okay, this is where the problem lies. So just to give this yet another go, I'm just going to go into the menu, change that to 2.5 meters so it doesn't rise so high. And then what I'm going to then do is just tap on the screen, and as you can see, it rises just to that 2.5 meters. However, once again, you know, all I need to do is, instead of tapping to the front, if I draw to the front, as you can see, it sticks at that current height and moves round to the front also while I'm walking forwards. Okay, so guys, that is basically how it works, and I've figured out basically what happens. Obviously, I do believe it is a bug that when you try to tap the focus track wheel, for some reason the drone seemed to ignore its obstacle avoidance sensors and was more focused by just doing what it was instructed to do. So rise up 5 meters or whatever distance you've set. But ultimately, I do think that is still a bug, and DJI need to fix that. But if you do not know, this could really catch you out. So just to summarize, if you tap the screen, it will take the instructions from within the menu. If you draw on the screen, it will stay at its current height. Of course, unless you're drawing from the inner circle to the outer circle, then it'll use those parameters. Slightly confusing? Yes, very much so. And this is certainly something I think DJI should add to the DJI Mini 4 Pro user manual, because as at the time of recording this video, it just does not explain how this drone will react to the different presses or different way that you try to achieve the same result using the focus track wheel. So there we go, that wraps up this one, and hopefully that is case closed. DJI, if you are watching, please add those instructions in the DJI user manual so at least people know what to expect. But of course, please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you found this video useful or at least informative, please do give it a big thumbs up. It tells the YouTube algorithm more people just like you might want to watch my content. Subscribe if you're awesome, and until next time, see you again soon.